My name is Crystal Charles, and I am a voice of Turks and Caicos. We continue with the series, Thoughts, Prayers, and Poems, a body of expression that has been accumulated over many years that I've now decided to share. We are currently in the month of May, a time that stands in honor of our only national hero, the Right Excellent James Alexander George Smith McCartney, and by extension, a celebration of ourselves as a people. Over time, I find that the story of the man behind the movement has been softened and reshaped, until many of us know only pieces of who he truly was and what really happened. Perhaps that is something we often do, not only to our heroes, but to one another. We tend to believe greatness belongs only to a certain kind of person. History is only worthy when sterilized, when in truth, our people have always been far more complex than that. We are imperfect, yet a gifted, resilient, spirited people, shaped by faith, heritage, struggle, and grace. We continue to create excellence worth remembering and celebrating. This piece is rooted in both truth and celebration. Some parts may challenge familiar narratives and even cause discomfort, but truth does not lessen our legacy, it deepens it. What follows is my interpretation of our people, practices, and spirit that continue to shape our community, and the beauty, as well as the opportunities for growth, found within it all. With that said, here's a poem for you, called Home People. Home people look like melanated hues, some of them black and some white like Fox News. Some born so, some bleach so. Marisa and Punky could have passed for both, you know. Home people smell like good food and good manners, clean clothes on the line and salt ponds. Home people smell like fish and grits, sauce and stew conch on a Saturday morn. Home people sound like bells and shells, PDM and PNP, like last names matter, although our slave masters give 'em to eat. Home people look like flora and fauna, the women's lobster tails getting bigger and bigger, the dainty flowers dripped in Dolce and Gabbana. We look teensy. Like the Arawaks who ain't we kin. Our boy Columbus sought out their sorrows way before we knew what ship we was in. Home people sound like me and you. Bahamians, Bermudians, Gullah Geechee people too. Home people smell like sulky candies, cream cakes, and deuce. Banana, plantain, and potato bread, outhouse Elvis and fever grass, rat root brazzolita snake stick, drink 'em on Saturday and double when you sick. Home people sound proud, big voices and compassionate with sweet hearts, and filled with good-for-nothing man who don't love their wife like how they love their sweet hearts. Home people feel like sunshine in the morning and lay down in your bed when it rains. Home people feel like government workers always asking what government pay. Home people look like they love their hair like silk and skin like milk, self-based babies and troubadour survivors, black fluffy bodies beautiful like the stars. We feel like warm hugs and belly laughs after someone pass, family reunions for funeral and wedding, cousins making dozens and wrong daddy sharing. We taste like soup with plenty digs. We sound like Queen Conch blowing for fish and hurricane. One of our greatest leaders of our time, mommy the name Miss Mary Jane. Home people sound like Ma and Pa and Mara and Farrell, Sorrowed and Norred and Easted and Wested. We sound like we love white Jesus status more than we practice it. Home people feel like grace, extended mostly to oneself and family. However, you, not always, no. We won't let you live down nothing from 30 years ago. Yet, we have short memories for colonizers, thieves, and rapists and so. Ho, ho, ho. The money churned on your feel up by teachers, pastors, and all your brothers and sisters. Now everyone listening to this little party asking, could we skip this? No. Home people like they thrive on confusion, but turn right around and don't like confrontation. That's why we're quick to decomplexify our issues with Haitians, not addressing our lack of strength in culture and celebration, or of sellout culture and over-accommodation, not to mention their lack of assimilation because it's not required by those that we have sired with the ability to curate and change this nation. All the while we rowing one another, our heart's humanity erodes like Leeward Beach, because without strength and identity and self-determination, we could never accept nor set the standard for those we teach. Anyway, I'll move on. I think I'm understood, because we substitute change-making with saying, God is good. Home people sound like the rip saw, the shakers and the goatskin drum. Like Yoruba tribes where we are from, we sound like Bambara rum. We sound like Big Dotty Squawks and Family Time, nice houses and clean kitchens, 2 living rooms, 5 meats, 4 rice and 8 sides on Sunday, diabetes, hypertension, or obesity boxing you down on Monday. Home people look like caves and world's best beaches. Little drugs, big guns, and maybe not enough snitches. Home people are gay and lesbian and pan. You don't need to accept your family and move on, man. Home people sound like the world's greatest storytellers and chefs. By the time we add a little razzle-dazzle to the story and the food, we realize the truth done up and left. Taste buds so tantalized by the crack pot in the kitchen, mesmerized by being in a seafood haven or a harbor house. Who worries about the truth when you're eating common cells, baby? Home people sound like Blythe and Bill Clare. Carlton and Oliver Mills, they gotta be in there. Mrs. Rosita Butterfield and Hilly Ewing. Nathaniel Bops Francis and Jags know what they was doing. 000, the things I've heard about the man that we chose to serve. The man that had the grit and the man that had the nerve. Home people sound like all the Astwoods and all the Mizzics. Our loyalty to both greatness and nonsense defy laws of physics. They are honorable, no one doubts, each and all. And with them our first pilots, sailors, and boat and peacemakers' names should be called. Home people sound like MC Expo, Crab Fest and Regatta, Rake and Scrape, Cactus Fest, Sulky Day, and Courtney Shure's Extravaganza. Home people look like they lazy, because how many years later Shanice was still Miss Turks and Caicos, baby? Rest in peace to Ulio, the visionary. Your energy and excellence is amiss. Healing energy to Cass Forbes and creatives who are listening to this. Home people sound, look, and feel like you, the exquisite and the gifted few, the artists and the talent that fight the good fight, that come back to this land after they have taken flight, always thinking they can enhance and shine a light, but when we reach down to pull anyone up, it's a hell of a fight. Home people look like David Bowen, honored in Japan but not here yet. I will just leave that right here because I soon change that. Home people are warm and beautiful, pristine. They have the truth and the best liars. Somebody wife know what I mean. Some are docile with bad mind. That's why they love Call the Queen. One day I hope I'm around, but we will stand firm and free. Home people accepting exactly who they be will one day, someday be the only key. Beautiful and messy, accept the opportunity to be the change that we seek and stand with integrity. Home people make up both you and me, and forever a home person I will be. My name is Crystal Charles, and I am a voice of Turks and Caicos.